Hi, welcome back to A Lot on Purpose. I am Kayla. I am your host, the voice, the visionary, and the mess behind it all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I I have I want to be so real for a few minutes. So I had so many things written down of what I wanted to say, like script, all the things. But I just have to, I'm going to treat this as how I created it. I created this podcast as a space for me to share real, authentic information, things I go through, resources, connection, and all of that. Um, some of the beautiful conversations I've already had with people about this podcast. Some days I'm like, why am I doing this? I can't believe I'm doing this. Who do I think I am? It's like all of the imposter syndrome things kick in. And it's scary. It is scary to put yourself out there when people, anyone is on the other end judging you or critiquing you or just have a lot of things to say about the things that you're doing. Um, And I have to say that this season that I'm in right now, I give myself a pat on the back because I no longer outsource my validation to other people. I know what I'm working towards and I know what I want to put out in the world. Some days like today, I don't know what the point is, but I just want to be my true authentic self with sharing and being vulnerable. So yeah, let's get into it. I want to set my intention for this episode. My intention for today is to let you guys know where I'm at, what I'm focusing on, what brings me joy, and what my current life status is. I'm not trying to have this all figured out because I'm still in it. Like I'm very, very much in it. I Like I said, I just want to be honest about what my life actually looks like. Last episode, I said not everything is as it seems on the surface, and that people who look like they're showing up, crushing it, might be struggling with something internally underneath all of it. And I didn't know that 2 days, actually, it was the day after I released my last episode, that I would be living that exact sentence. Truly living that exact sentence. The last episode I shared was about suicide awareness and resources and mental health. Um, and I did get a call the day after about an extreme family crisis. And it pulled me so far out of my body. I'm not going to dive into details just because there's so much there. I want to protect the people and the people I care about and my loved ones. And I'm just going to share from a part of when something like that happens to you, how important it is to have a strong internal safety net, support system, and compass of your own to stay on track and things to focus on so that you don't spiral into a black hole. um, so first things first is what I do want to say is, wow, motherhood has been a whirlwind. Going from the twins being in all day preschool to summer break. OMG. My twins used to be like the best independent players, and they still are. But every morning they would go, Mommy, I'm bored. Mommy, I'm bored. Mommy, what's today? Mommy, what do we do today? Mommy, 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 mommy. Lots of deep breaths, baby. I do have a reminder set on my phone to call my psychiatrist because I think it might be time to be put back on a little Lexapro. Nothing wrong with needing a little bit of help when you need it. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Um, I will say this, ChatGPT. I know so many people are so against AI, but ChatGPT has saved me with being full-blown camp counselor this summer already. Every day I'm like, chat, come up with we do a lot of scavenger hunts. We do a lot of activities that chat has fully structured for me. With one of the activities we did the other day was chat gave me like, go find this flower, go find this leaf, go find this. And we each built a beautiful floral arrangement out of flowers from our backyard. So AI, don't hate on it, okay? Sometimes mommy's tired. Mommy doesn't have all the creativity in the world. So yeah, use it. AI is a tool, so just use it when you need it. Let's see. Oh, one of the big topics I do want to touch on, is that two things can always be true at once. And I say this to so many people all the time. Is an example is you can be deeply upset, sad, and angry about something or a situation or grieving. But at the same time, you can also feel extremely grateful for the good things in your life, and learning how to compartmentalize the two, or just like work in tandem with the two. Compartmentalize probably wasn't the right word, but working in tandem with the two things to keep yourself on track and keep pushing forward. Sometimes though, man, like take a beat. You got to take a rest. I'm really, really good at that. Like I am good at voicing when I am just like completely burnt out, and I just like, when the social battery is at zero, I will apologize to all of my friends and family that when they text me, they anyone close to me knows I'm the world's worst texter. Um, if you need to get a hold of me or something, just give it a little like, or a heart to bump it back up into my text thread. I will eventually get around to responding, but a phone call is always the best. Anyways, back to the notes. So let's talk about the good things that have happened in the past month. So right in the beginning of June, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but okay. So I have been exploring further education for me for the better part of like a year and a half. I was looking into other avenues, different career paths, and things just to explore, and things just to build, add more tools to my tool belt. So, funny story is, when I was with my friend Sammy setting up like Riverside, the podcast platform, I got two phone calls in a row from a number I didn't know. And normally I don't answer them, but sometimes when it's the second call at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, maybe it's the kids' school. So I picked up. Well, it was the Ohio Media School of Broadcast and Digital Design. And a few weeks before Ted had called me, I filled out, I'm sure my algorithm was just feeding me stuff about podcasting and stuff like this. So something had popped up from Rotega s1e04 of the Be On Air network of winning the chance to be a DJ for a day. And I was like, oh, cool. This definitely like tickled my fancy. So I filled it out, submit, forgot about it. Fast forward back to that call. I pick up the phone. Ted is on the other line. Kayla, blah, 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 would love to bring you in and all of this. And I was like, oh my God, this is not the time. Not the time, not the time, not the place, whatever. But this man, bless his heart, he was relentless. And before I hung up the phone, he had me scheduled for a tour. Well, whatever day it was that rolled around for the tour, I canceled it. I ghosted him. I was like, it is not the time for me to be signing up for a program. Well, Ted probably called me 100 times. And on that 100th call, I finally picked up. I apologized. I said, Ted, I'm so sorry. It's just not the time, blah, 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 this. And he's like, Kayla, he's like, when I talked to you on the phone that first time, he's like, I heard it in your voice. You have something special, and I think you need to be here. He said all the right things to just butter me up. So I scheduled the tour, and from the moment I walked in that building, I had goosebumps, full blown goosebumps. And I was like, oh my God, like this is a really cool opportunity. And I think I want to do this. Like all of the things in the past that I have written down of the things I want to get good at and the things I want to share, do, be, that school has every tool to help me get there. So did a tour. He gave me the catalog, the pamphlet, and he's like, no pressure, but there is, you can start after the kids go back to school, or there's a morning class, a nighttime class, whatever. That evening, I was with a friend who has been a guiding light for me over the past few months and just with where I want to be professionally. And I was doing some work with her and I showed her the catalog. I said, well, this showed up. Like this just fell into my lap. And she looks in, she goes, oh, you have to do that. And like, I know I just said, like, I don't outsource my validation, but that right there was like something that was like, I already knew I was going to do it, but hearing that was just like, I know, like, I'm going to do it. So texted Ted the next day. I said, okay, let's get serious about this. Let's chat. Yeah. I walked away from that phone conversation with a full on committed decision to start Ohio Media School the first week of June. I told my husband, I said, so honey, you are going to be full-time dad Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to be in school from 6 to 10 p.m. for the next 8 months. Well, I'm so grateful for him. Jimmy, love you. You're the best dad, best husband. Thank you for supporting me. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I've been the past, let's see, I'm going into week 4. So that's where I've been the past few weeks, focusing on that. It's so cool, you guys. Like the things that I am already learning and have learned, mind blowing. The first, the biggest, the first coolest project we worked on, we had to do a commercial, and I've said so many times to everyone that like I am so inspired by Martha Stewart. When I left, when I stepped away from my business last year, I was like, I just want to be Martha Stewart. I'm so inspired by her, blah, 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 blah. Well, I quickly realized that I am not the homemaker that Martha Stewart is. What I am so inspired by Martha by is the full blown like media empire that she has built. I have like a running list of things I want to create within like the future of my business. And it's having like the media empire, the media platform, the podcast, the show, the whatever it is. That is what I want to create for my future. I see this podcast eventually one day turning into a show. Like I said, season 2, I will bring in the guests and this podcast right now is giving me that platform and that opportunity to just, I guess, become myself in front of the camera and get all of this like scary shit out of the way. Yeah. So, but yeah, we had to film a commercial and I got to play Martha. My classmate played Snoop Dogg, and we filmed a Bic, a Bic easy light. I don't even know what it's called, Bic something commercial. I'll post that on my YouTube channel once it's like fully edited. It's so fun. Some of the other things I'm learning right now are just like the importance of like voiceovers and how to do those properly. And um, yeah, just using my voice in an authentic way. And a couple of the conversations I've had for that with my teachers are that I guess I do have a natural talent for that. We'll see what happens. It's so fun. I was not going to talk about this today, but yeah, here we go. um, I want all of the like things that I have been building upon within my business over the past few years and partnerships and relationships. And this is like the biggest thing about my business, how it was. It's like, it's all about relationships. And I want to create that platform for people to be discovered if they want to be discovered or to market themselves. Like I see myself like kind of maneuvering in the way of like being a marketing platform slash we'll see. Like I'm not crystal clear on that exact vision, but I'm kind of excited for you guys to see this all unfold with where it's going to go. So yeah, that's that. All right. I'll talk about that more too. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the coolest thing that I had the opportunity to do was I volunteered for the Fashion Talks runway event in Cleveland. And I had met the founder, Eamon, probably 3 years ago at a women's networking event. And I I feel like some people always make you feel guilty about like being materialistic or, wanting certain things, whatever. Well, I will have to say that this part of me being materialistic has given me a really cool opportunity. I bought my first Chanel bag 4 years ago in Boston. It was like this beautiful shoulder bag. I had never seen anyone have it before, and I just knew that she had to be mine. So I was wearing this bag to the event, just like wearing her proudly. And Eamon came up to me and she was like, "Oh my God, I've never seen that bag before. What is that Chanel bag? It's beautiful." And we just chatted about it. And then I learned what she did and how she has this huge background in fashion. She shared with me her vision of what she was creating within the city. I want to say she's from Canada, from Toronto. And when she relocated to Cleveland, she had mentioned how Cleveland just doesn't have a big fashion scene. And she wanted to bring that here. So the cards never aligned for me to to volunteer for any of the other events. And this year it just so happened to work out. When I say I do a lot, I do a lot. And that weekend, I was at my friend's bachelorette party in Geneva on the lake. Friday night, Saturday night, I was going to say I was going to pack all of my stuff, but I didn't get the call time until like a couple days before. And I had to be downtown to start doing hair at 7 a.m. And I was like, okay. So Saturday night, I participated in all the festivities and then I drove home after dinner to just like pack my bag, get all of my stuff ready. And yeah, Sunday morning, I drove downtown and it was this like electric event. I met so many beautiful, cool artists within like the greater Cleveland, Ohio area that I have been truly, it was a blessing to be inspired by all of them. And in the past, another thing I've said is like, I want to get into more editorial styling and like magazine shoots, runway, fashion, like stuff like that, like the high level stuff that just like I want to be behind the scenes or in front of the scenes for. We'll see. I feel like all of these things that I'm like, again, adding to my tool belt, eventually they will all just like compile into this beautiful thing. Let's hope. So at the fashion show was so cool. It was right downtown in Playhouse Square. And they had the whole thing set up right underneath the chandelier. It was so cool. After the fashion show, all of the hair and makeup team got to walk the runway, and I had Ellie with me because I thought it would be so cool for her to see like the ballerinas and the fashion. And it was such like an empowering moment to walk that runway with my baby girl. Like she has no idea right now, but in the future, I hope she looks back and she's like, holy crap, mommy, like that was such a cool thing that you brought me in to be a part of. I hope. Like, again, I've said in the past, like, I want to try everything, no matter if I stick with it or don't. Like, I love trying new things because I want my kids to know that they can try anything. And if they put their heart, mind, soul into whatever they want to accomplish, they can succeed and they can do it. Like, I want them to be, one day, I want them to say, like, I'm trying this because mommy tried everything and she showed us that it's possible to accomplish whatever we set our minds to. So, yeah, that is that. What else have I done? Oh my God, I performed in a drag show the other day, but I only have a couple more minutes to record, so I'll touch on that later. That was so cool. Never in a billion years did I think I would perform in a drag show, but what I have learned that drag, it does not have to be like a man dressing in woman's, makeup or clothing. It's truly like your your alter ego. It's like your place of expression. And I'm so glad that I had that to look forward to because dance and performance, that kind of performance gives me a safe place and container for me to express all of my emotions. And dance and Frankie truly have saved me in this past season of my life. And I want to thank Frankie for that. Um, I'll talk that's a story for another day. I want to make a whole episode about dance and all of that. So let's see. I said, let's take the good with the bad and the hard. So the hard was, like I said, a couple days after I released that episode, we had a family crisis. And it was almost like that episode, I shared all the things and the resources and, how I would navigate that. And the universe freaking looked at me and said, hold my glass. It was like I don't want to say a test, but it was a testament to make sure that I am still living authentically, being guided by my heart with what is important to me. It was truly, um, it was truly an experience that pulled me out of my body and back into my like crazy Gemini brain. So I want to, I do want to mention again, like how important it is to have that internal compass of your own and that internal guiding light that keeps bringing you back to your values, your morals, and the things that truly mean the most to you. And if this certain situation has happened to me a few years ago, I don't know how I would have survived it or navigated it. And I'm figuring it out. Like, bless my family, my husband for being the grounding forces in all of this, and the tools and the resources that I have. Let's see. What's on the compass right now? I put dance. Dance in school, truly, and my kids. Like, these are the things and the safest things. Dance. It's the safest form of expression I've ever had. Breath work and choosing softness, and not letting certain things harden me, because I did say to my family, I said, I am terrified that this experience, this one thing, is going to be the thing that hardens me for good. And it hasn't. And I'm so grateful for that. Again, like I said, the resources and the tools that I have kept me within my heart. I really don't know how to end this, but I do have to end it right now. So I want to say, like, I'm still in this. I'm learning how to navigate and show up as I can. I will see, man. We will see where this all goes. But I am choosing to live my life authentically with the things that I choose for my family, my peace, and our future. And those, again, those are like my guiding light principles and my purpose in this life. Um, I want to close with a manifestation for this episode. And that will be, the only thing that I want to manifest is that I'm calling myself back to me wholeheartedly. I was pulled out of my body and I'm working my way right back into her. And yeah, you can find me at Feel Beautiful with Kayla or A Lot on Purpose. Like, follow, subscribe, share. I feel like I'm sharing again from my real world road rules confessional. And yeah, a little messy, a lot on purpose. Thank you.